Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast with Phil Graham. We help you master Facebook ads and give you an unfair advantage over your competition. Are you ready? Let's go.
What's up, podcast family? Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast, episode 343. Phil Graham here. Today, I'm going to be sharing 4 things I've learned from managing millions of dollars of Facebook ad spend. Now, this episode should be super helpful, whether you're new to running ads or you're super experienced. There is going to be something in here for everyone, and I'm super glad you're here. Well, welcome to December. I can't believe it's almost the end of the year. How crazy is that? I hope you guys are crushing it. I cannot wait for 2024. I've got some exciting announcements as it relates to marketing, ads, and AI. So make sure you guys stay tuned for a future announcement on one of these episodes. It's going to be very cool. And I want to jump right into these tips I'm going to be sharing. But before I do, if you guys are looking for some one-on-one coaching, or if you need somebody to run your ads for you so you can do what you do best, for either one of those things, you can go to my website, philgrahamdigital.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at philgrahamdigital. I've also got a Facebook group. It is called Next Level Ads on Facebook, and I'm going to be spending more time in there starting in 2024. I haven't had a whole lot of time to be in there for quite a while, but I am going to commit to answering more questions and spending more time there. So if you do want to connect in the group, again, it's called Next Level Ads. So let's jump right into it, my friends. Here are 4 things I've learned from managing millions of dollars of Facebook ad spend. Number 1, split testing is a secret sauce and has been a huge key to our success when it comes to running ads. You know, so few people split test correctly, and there's a lot of advertisers that don't split test at all. Yet it's one of the most important factors that we've found in all that ad spend that has made such a big difference. I want to give you guys an example of a recent split test. I tested my ad copy versus some ad copy from AI, from ChatGPT, which I really love AI, by the way. It's a lot of fun. But I tested my copy versus AI copy. My copy generated sales at $3.54 for this specific product. The AI copy was $42.29, meaning it costed $42 to get a customer using AI copy. It only costed us $3 to get a customer using my ad copy. Everything else was identical. The audience was the same. The video was the same. The budget, everything identical. The only difference was the copy. So in this instance, my ad copy crushed it. Would you rather get sales and spend $3 to get a customer or $42? It's kind of a no-brainer. So what a lot of people do is they just randomly run ads, and it either works or it doesn't. They usually don't know why, and they don't test properly. What if I just would have went with one version of ad copy and never tested a second one? And what if the version I went with was the worst one? I mean, $42 to get a customer versus $3? That's crazy. You should always be testing. Tattoo that on your forehead, ABT, always be testing, because it is so important to your success. And when you are testing, make sure that you're just testing with one variable so everything else is identical. That way, whether it doesn't work or it does work, you're going to know why, because there's only one difference between each 2 things that you test. Number 2, this is so important. Credibility and trust matter. Strategy and skill also matters. It's not just the act of running ads that creates success. Ads are not a magic button. You have to create the right framework and create the right system and build credibility and trust within your ads and on your website. The people that fail typically run ads without a strategy. They also typically don't spend time earning trust and building trust and credibility. And they essentially are just shooting for one-night stand sales in their ads. And then they wonder why they fail all the time. You really need to build a relationship with your audience, with your customers and clients and potential clients, and really build that trust. And it needs to be real. But when you do that, it can make a huge difference. There's way too many advertisers that are operating on a very short timeline where if they don't get a sale in the next 4 days, they think the ad sucks and then they switch it or they stop. And that's why they keep failing. So it's really important to build credibility and trust. Now, you can also run ads that like straight go for a sale too, but don't run that instead of credibility and trust ads. Sometimes we can even combine all of these into one ad where we are building credibility and trust and still have some kind of an offer in that ad. Other times it's like a two-step process, but make sure that you guys commit to building credibility and trust. Don't just ask for the sale. Number 3, this is so evident over and over again, but value first still works best way more often than not. I've literally been going with value first for over 6 years. I've been teaching it on this podcast, and it still is a huge thing and probably always will be because it's fundamental to how humans think and act. Even if technology changes 100 years from now, it's probably still going to work. We still run all types of ads. We do direct offer ads. We do value first. We do all kinds of stuff. But more often than not, by far, the stuff that works best for us is value first, meaning you're either educating somebody or you're entertaining them or inspiring them. You're also differentiating yourself and your company and your products or services. And you're not just going for spammy sales pitches. Give value first, connect with your audience, and that can make a huge difference. It certainly has for us and our clients. And then last but not least, number 4, I have learned that data evaluation as well as the actions you take based off of the data truly separates a lot of losers from winners when it comes to running ads. Data evaluation, your ability to evaluate the ad data, not just how much it costs to get a customer or how many sales you made, but all the little micro data points that can tell you whether to turn something on or off and how long to let things run. All those things are insanely important. You want to pay attention to things like average order value, conversion rate, cost per lead, cost per sale, click-through rate, CPM, CPC, and many other types of data. There's also what I call data within the data, meaning you can break all this data down by age and gender and location and ad angles and so many other things. To me, if I had to pick one, I mean, all 4 of these are almost equally important, but if I could only pick one, I think this would probably be the most important. It would be close, but this is definitely up there as one of the most important things that you can do to help give yourself a much better chance of success when you're running ads. So you've got to get good at this data stuff, because if you don't, you're probably always going to struggle. So my friends, these 4 things are something that have helped us a lot. They're from experience. I hope you guys take this and use it and learn this stuff and put it into action in your business. And if you don't know how, obviously you can get help from somebody like myself. So my friends, episode 343 is in the books. If you want to get in touch, philgrahamdigital.com is the website, or you can DM me on Instagram at philgrahamdigital. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up in next week's episode. I will talk to you then. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast. Please remember to subscribe and share this with all your friends. For show notes, more tips, and to learn more about Phil, please visit philgrahamdigital.com/podcast.